Today is a very special day because we are taking a look at my house in Farming Simulator.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Now, right now we're in Farm Sim 22. However, this mod will not be coming to Farming Simulator 22 as OmaTana, the creator, is not releasing any more FS22 mods from here on out. However, it is coming to Farming Simulator 25, so we are going to take a look at it in 22 right now just because that's where it is, and we'll show you a couple cool things. First cool thing to note about this house is this is where I used to live. Now, this is kind of a added to version of the house I lived in. For example, there were no dormers and there was no second floor to the house, so it's been kind of changed up a little bit for OmaTana's liking. However, the floor plan is almost identical to the house that I used to live in. Additionally, the garage was down below, but not here. Here, it is on the side, and there's a version with or without the garage. IRL, the house was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. However, this one's been kind of converted into a 2-bedroom, 3-bath. It's kind of moved a few things around, and we've added a rear deck. This was an idea that OmaTana had, and I loved it. So this is kind of if the house that I used to live in was better. But let's go in because the layout is super cool. The front is exactly how it was. The living room is exactly where it was. And actually, this is how I had my living room set up as well. I had a small, it was a smaller couch there. This is a little bit smaller as far as the scale goes from the house that I lived in. And then my TV was against that wall, which was awesome. And here we have the kitchen, and the kitchen is an exact 1-to-1 minus the location of the stove and the sink. Otherwise, everything's exactly the same, including the location of the refrigerator. Now, there was a 2-story drop behind my house, so this was not there. There was no back porch. However, don't know what that was. However, on the back, we have a back deck here, which is very cool. Kind of makes it feel good. Now, my office was this room right here. This was my office and studio. There was a room in here that there was a bathroom, but there was a door into the room, and this was actually a closet leading into the laundry room. So things have been changed up a little bit for this, but nothing too wild and crazy. I love it. I also have my desks set up in a very similar fashion. So I had my editing set up here on the left, and then on the right-hand side, we had my gaming set up, and then there was actually another computer over here. But again, things have been changed up just a little bit to make it work in Farm Sim. It's kind of hard to do a 1-to-1. It's very, very difficult. Trust me. I actually built this house in The Sims to show OmaTana because OmaTana is a huge Sims player as well, like I am. So I was able to build this house for her, and then she just kind of took it and put everything in the game. So cool. All right. So down through here, this was a cabinet. Basically, this was a little itty bitty cabinet where you could put all your clothes or your food in. And then in here was the master bedroom. It was actually a second bedroom. However, I turned it into the master because I turned the master bedroom into my office. There was no closet over here. This was a flat area. However, a couple things have been changed up to make it nice and easy. There was a closet on the other side, though, at least in real life. This was my closet in my room. However, she's turned it into a bathroom, which I love. I wish the house was like this. It is set up to be able to do, maybe you want to do role play, or maybe you want to just have a nice American house, like a real house. Well, it's here. Now, though we have some dormers at the top, there is no second floor. So if we go over here to the version that looks like there's a second floor, we can run around and notice, yes, it is the same. Now, I've actually made a version in The Sims with a second floor, so I don't know if OmaTana plans on doing anything with that or not. However, that is pretty cool. Now, let's take a look at the version with the garage. Now, the garage, and you could just ignore if something doesn't have a collision or something like that. My garage was a 1-car. This has been turned into a 2-car garage, and there's a way to walk up into the house from inside the garage, which is not something that... Have we ever seen that before? I mean, having a door just going from the garage into the house like you would normally have. That's very, very cool. Oh, yeah, there's one other room, one other bathroom in here. Yeah, I know bathrooms don't matter in the game, but like, hey, maybe you want to role play. You got to come in here and you got to go potty. Well, you could do that very easily. Let's go back into the front room here. The other bathroom is right here. Boop, just like that. So You've got 3 full bathrooms in here. You've got 2 bedrooms as well as DjGoHam's office. So if you ever wanted to have my old house where I used to live in your game, it's going to be happening, and hopefully it's going to be happening soon at Farming Simulator 25. Now, funny enough, where the house was located, it was actually on the market when I lived there, and it was on sale for $499,000. It was a $500,000 home. It was like a $100,000 home, brand new, if that. But because the location was so good, it was very, very expensive whenever they were selling it. Regardless, in the game, pretty cheap. $35,000 for the house itself, and then $45,000 for the house with the garage. That's pretty cool. Also, you could change the color. There are a lot of different colors in here. If you don't like the white siding, my house had white siding, but if you don't like that, you can go through and find the one that you want. And I think that's very cool. Something like this, the color right here would fit very well in like a base game map, whereas like a red one like this, like that just feels kind of homey out in the middle of nowhere. There's some really cool colors to choose from, so hopefully you'll be able to find one that you like. And if you're like, ugh, I do not want to have your house in my game, well, that's okay. But OmaTana's brought it to life. And with that, I do want to thank OmaTana for sending this over to show you guys ahead of time. I'm super excited to have this at Farming Simulator 25. You can better bet that as soon as this drops, this is probably the only house mod that I'm ever going to use. I'm so excited. I cannot wait, and I hope that you guys can't wait either. Also, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, join the GoHam fam. Check out the link down below if you want to see more of what OmaTana is up to. She's on all kinds of platforms, and I'll leave as many links as I can there. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next one.